I slipped into Luis's room and started looking around for the book. I couldn't see it anywhere. Then I remembered she had hidden it under her pillow. I ran over to her bed and lifted her pillow. There it was. I opened the pages and started reading. It was her secret diary. Most of it was pretty boring. Of course, she complained about me a lot in it. But then I hit the jackpot. I turned the page and read the words. I think I'm in love with Jake Brown. I started laughing to myself. Boy, she was going to regret being mean to me at school. I couldn't wait to go to school on Monday and tell everyone what I'd read. Monday morning came and Luis was being her usual mean self on the way to school. She was telling me how boring I was and how she was so cool. I didn't really care. I smiled to myself as I walked into school. As soon as I got in, I started telling everyone that Luis was in love with Jake Brown. It wasn't long before the whole school was talking about it. Everyone started teasing Luis. When we got home from school, Luis ran straight to her room and slammed the door shut. I heard her crying, but I didn't really care. After all, she had done lots of mean things to me. And anyway, she had no idea it was me that had told everyone. It was about 2 weeks later when I came home from school to find Luis on her computer with her bedroom door open. As I walked past, she smiled at me and called out, "Hey, Joe, come in here." I was surprised, but I went into her room. "Have you heard the news about this new virus going around?" she asked. "No, what is it?" I replied. She started to tell me all about this strange new virus. "It gets inside your body and starts eating you from the inside out," she told me. It sounded terrifying. I hope I don't catch that virus, I thought to myself. I didn't want something eating away at me. I was a growing boy, or that's what my mom was always telling me. I had always had a good appetite, but recently I was eating a lot more. That night, we sat down for dinner. It was Mom's homemade spaghetti. I loved it. I piled a huge pile of spaghetti onto my plate and started munching away while watching TV. I looked down at my plate. That's strange, I thought. I've eaten that huge plate of spaghetti, but I still feel hungry. The same thing happened the next night, and then the next. I was eating so much food, but I never felt full. Then my heart sank. I suddenly realized why I was so hungry. I must have caught the virus. What was I gonna do? But then surely there could be another explanation. Of course, I was a teenage boy. Everyone knew that teenage boys were always hungry. I laughed to myself. I was fine. The next morning in class, I was daydreaming about the huge burger I was going to have for my lunch when my best mate Mike whispered to me, "Have you seen the new girl?" "No," I replied. "I'll introduce you at lunchtime," he said. The lunch bell rang and we raced down to the school cafeteria. We bought our burgers and looked around for a table. "Over there," said Mike, pointing at a table where 2 girls were sitting. We walked over to the table and the girls looked at us. "This is Julie," said Mike. "She's the new girl." I looked at Julie and was about to say something when I felt it. The blood drained from my face and my heart skipped a beat. I had felt something moving inside me. Oh no, it was true. I had caught the virus. I left my burger and ran from the table. I was panicking. I couldn't eat my dinner that night either. All I could think about was this virus inside of me. I told Mom I was really tired and wanted an early night. I went up to my room and lay on my bed. It wasn't long before I had drifted off to sleep. Suddenly, I woke up. It was the middle of the night and I could hear a strange noise. Something had woken me, but what was it? That's when I realized the sound was coming from inside me. It was as though I could hear something eating away inside of me. I couldn't get back to sleep. I just lay in bed listening to the strange sound.
Really?
That's when I knew I had to do something about it. The next morning, I told Luis all my fears. I told her everything that had happened to me, and she agreed. It definitely seemed like I had all the symptoms of the virus. I would have to go to the doctor. "Oh, you don't need to go to the doctor," said Luis. "I have a portable x-ray machine. We can see inside your stomach." Louise went and got her machine. I thought it was strange that Louise would have an x-ray machine, but I was desperate to see what it would show, so I ignored the concern. She pointed it at my stomach and my face fell. There, clear as day, you could see this strange object moving inside my stomach. That's it, I thought. My life is over. I told Mom that I wanted to go see the doctor. I told her that I had caught a virus and something was eating away at me from inside. At first, she thought I was joking, but once she saw that I was serious about it, she said she would make an appointment for me. We went to the doctor's office. I told him all about my symptoms. "Okay, let's take a look at you," the doctor said. The doctor listened with his stethoscope to my stomach. He couldn't hear anything unusual, but I convinced him that he should take an x-ray. After the x-ray, we sat in the doctor's surgery. The doctor looked at my mom. "I think Joe may be suffering from stress," he said. "The x-ray's all clear. There's nothing wrong with Joe." Mom looked relieved, but I knew the doctors had missed something. I knew I couldn't just accept this fate. I needed to do something about it. I started researching how to kill something inside you. I couldn't actually find any information on this virus, but I knew that my only chance would be to poison it. I didn't tell anyone, but I decided I was going to make my own poison. I started collecting all the things that I would need to make my poison. The day came when I decided I could take it no longer. I was in my room plucking up the courage to swallow the poison when Louise came up the stairs. She barely glanced at me, but I wanted to tell her what I was about to do. "I'm going to kill the virus by drinking this poison," I told Louise. I picked up the
I'm out! No way you can keep me. Put it back, loser!
glass of poison and put it to my lips. I was about to swallow it when Louise shouted, "No, Joe, don't drink it. You haven't got a virus. It was me all along." I looked at Louise.